Crazy is a good way to describe it. It's incredibly exciting. Lines at all of the stores from 2 to 7 hours long. But the excitement that everyone is experiencing is incredible. People are waiting in line, but they're among a bunch of people who've been waiting for a long time for this moment. So a lot of excitement from all of the patrons, the market itself, and it's really an exciting time for the state of Illinois.
Now, we're, as I mentioned, only about a week in, but already we're hearing reports that supplies are wearing thin. I know from the beginning, some shops, including the Sunnyside shops, had instituted certain limits on transactions, but now we're hearing reports that certain shops in the state aren't serving recreational customers at all. So give us the inside scoop on this. How concerning is this potential shortage?
Well, you had a growing medical program that was continuing to grow at a fantastic rate, and now you layer in adult use on top of that. And with Illinois having a population of north of 12 million people, surrounding states where people come to visit every day, preparing for this, we really didn't have this very long lead time to get ready for recreational. With the rec bill being signed in the early part of the summer, adding on expansion, putting plants in the ground, that's a long lead time. I'm incredibly proud of our team where the majority of our construction has been completed and now plants are in the ground. So you'll see supply continuing to improve every month as we go forward. Preparing for a 10x increase in business is something that all industries would struggle with. You've seen Apple stores limit the number of iPhones that people can purchase upon the first week of sales. So, it's something that occurs in a lot of industries. We're working through it. You'll certainly see some limits on purchases for people. The last thing we want to do is have others wait in line for 4 hours, get up there and not be able to purchase anything. So putting some limits in place to make sure we have supply that meets a little bit of the demand, and we'll continue to fulfill the demand on a go-forward basis.
One more point on that. So your own shops were closed on Monday due to what a spokesperson called worker exhaustion. Should we expect to see any more closures like that in the future, either due to supply or other factors?
From our side at the Sunnyside stores, we are continuing to ramp up staffing. Illinois has a very regulated program, which is a fantastic reason. One of the reasons this will be such a successful program with continued growth. But with that comes long lead times. You have to have people fingerprinted, trained. The state needs to issue badges. So some of that's getting worked through. But we had people, and a lot of our patient care specialists are patients themselves. So them working 14 hours a day for 5 straight days, it was important that we did rest them, get the store back in a presentable manner, and make sure we had enough supply going forward. So I don't expect us to close anytime soon in the future. We're going to have hours that are appropriate for both our medical and recreational patients. It's hard to comment on what other stores will do, but we'll take great strides to make sure we service as many patients as well as many customers as possible.